Hey everybody, and welcome back to Cooking with Miss Cindy. I'm Miss Cindy from the South Brunswick Public Library, and as I am filming this, it is rainy and wet and gross. So what I decided to do is a snack that is going to go well with my plans for the day, which is to just watch a bunch of movies. So what is the best movie watching snack? We all know it's popcorn. Today's recipe is a popcorn recipe that is, as usual, entirely microwave only, but it's going to be a little bit of a twist. Instead of just regular plain popcorn, I'm making a sweet and spicy popcorn that uses maple syrup and cayenne pepper to give it a little bit of a kick. I know it sounds weird, but give it a shot. I promise it is a good combination. But even if you don't, it is still a really simple recipe to follow that you can replace all sorts of things. For the cayenne pepper, if you decide you would rather have chili pepper or no pepper and just have kind of a sweet popcorn, that's all fine too. So let's get to the recipe. Okay, we're going to get started on our sweet and spicy popcorn. First things you're going to need is popping corn. I have just plain popping corn that you can buy. You can get it for really cheap. But if you don't have this and you only have like microwave popcorn, you can use that too. I would just recommend making sure you're getting a plain flavor so that it doesn't interfere with the flavorings that we're going to put in it. So popping corn, ground cayenne pepper. You can also use chili powder, maple syrup. I'm going to be using a little bit of this canola spray oil. It's optional, but I find that it helps things stick a little better, so I like throwing it in there. And some salt. So the first thing we're going to do is get our popcorn together. Now, I have this really nifty popcorn maker. If you don't have one, that's fine. You can just make it in a big bowl. So get a big bowl that is microwave safe and see if you can put another plate on top of it. Something that will act as a lid will be better. And again, if you're using a bag of microwave popcorn, you don't have to worry about this. Speaking of bags, that's another thing that you can do. If you have a brown paper bag, you can put the popcorn directly in there, fold it over a couple of times, and then just use that to pop the popcorn in the microwave. That would work just as well. So whatever you have on hand will totally work. So we're going to take our popcorn and I'm going to measure out 2 tablespoons, which does not seem like a lot, but it will be. So that's 2 tablespoons of popping corn. I'm just going to give it a quick spray. You don't have to do this right now, but I like to. And I'm just going to put his lid on, his hat, if you will. Now this is going to go into the microwave for a couple of minutes. Now what I usually do is I start with about 1 minute or 1.5 minutes and then just kind of keep hitting the add 30 seconds button. But basically the way that you know that popcorn is done is it's going to do nothing for a little while, and then it's going to start popping really fast, just like lots and lots of pops. After a little bit, that popping is going to slow down, and once you get to the point where it's going pop, beat, once there's like 1 second, 1 to 2 seconds probably, between the individual pops, that's when you know your microwave is pretty much done all it can do about this popcorn, and the popcorn is done. You're still gonna get some kernels at the bottom. That's unavoidable, and that's fine. But this way is a good balance so that you don't end up with burnt popcorn either. So I'm gonna pop this, and I'll see you in a bit. You hear that? The pops have slowed way down. And now it's like barely 1 every once in a while. That's how I know the popcorn's done, so I'm taking it out now. Okay, so the popcorn is done. I'm holding it by the handles because it's very hot. And we have a fair amount of good looking popcorn. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a quick spray. And again, this is optional. If you don't have the spray or you want to use like some melted butter, you can do that too. But I'm going to go ahead and spray and add just about a pinch and a half of salt. I just want to start with some nice flavor. Now, we're going to take our maple syrup and we're going to go with about a teaspoonful. You can always add more. I'm just going to start with a teaspoon. Teaspoon of maple syrup. Let's go. And I'm just going to use the spoon itself to give it a little bit of a mix. Then you're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon, which is this guy right here, 1/4 teaspoon of the cayenne powder. And again, just give it a quick little mix. And your sweet and spicy popcorn is ready to go. It took no time at all. It's such a fast recipe and it's pretty filling. You can just have a bunch of popcorn. And we made this, which is like a nice couple cups, out of just a couple tablespoons. So this will last you for a long time if you do get the popping corn rather than the microwave popcorn. Okay, so that is it for me and today's movie snack. But I will see you guys next time on Cooking with Miss Cindy. Bye.